A homeless encampment after a small fire. We'll hear from neighbors coming up.
The suspect who went on a violent rage inside a Santee salon faces serious felony charges. I'm Abby Black with the stylist who called 911.
Civil trial is underway in the 2017 Parkour gym collapse that injured more than 30 children.
They wanted to place a sexually violent predator here in Julian, but now the owner of the house tells me it's not going to happen.
A protest over rent evictions, what this group says is going on in Imperial Beach.
They can just get away from it all and be what they are at their very, very heart, a kid.
The special gift helping San Diego families facing serious medical challenges find moments of joy. CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts right now.
We begin tonight in the East County, where sheriff's deputies are stepping up their encampment enforcement after a fire broke out near a known campsite in an unincorporated area of El Cajon. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. That fire renewed safety concerns for people who live nearby. CBS 8's Alex Cheney joins us live with more on what neighbors are saying and what happened to the people at the encampment. Alex?
Yeah, Carlo and Marcella, that's exactly right. The encampment was in an area just south of this neighborhood here in El Cajon. I spoke with San Diego Sheriff's deputies today who told me that some of those living there left and went into new housing, but others were arrested.
Sheriff's Department Homeless Outreach.
On Tuesday, a small fire started near a homeless encampment in unincorporated El Cajon. The next day, the San Diego Sheriff's Office cleared the encampment. Some living there accepted new housing, while others were removed.
If they did not take the resources yesterday, then they were under arrest. There were people that had warrants, there were people that had drug charges, and people that had identity theft charges. They all had been in the camp and were contributing to the fire risk. So if they didn't take the resources, then we had to do enforcement action to try to clear the encampment.
Thank you, Eric. Appreciate your time. El Cajon resident Eric Anderson remembers having to leave his home when an arson fire in 2021 got dangerously close.
So when folks want to camp back here, we're all trying to be cool with it, but when they start having fires, we have memories.
Anderson says while he is sympathetic to the homeless, he thinks encampments need to be removed for fire safety.
It was just one person. And I walked over and met him, and hey, the guy's down on his luck, no big deal. But then I started hearing more were coming, and then they were having fires.
The Sheriff Office's HEART team, or Homeless Assistance Resource Team, conducts outreach at homeless encampments throughout San Diego. This encampment was cleared, and Eric is feeling better about the neighborhood.
And you come up and telling me they've been moved, that's great news. I'm going to sleep more peaceful tonight. But they don't have a right. Nobody has a right to encroach on somebody else.
And this story just underscores the difficulty that the San Diego Sheriff's Department has in both fulfilling the needs and caring for the homeless while also keeping the community safe. Reporting live in El Cajon tonight, I'm Alex Cheney, CBS 8.
Thank you, Alex. A massage therapist accused of sexually assaulting at least 3 women appeared in court today. Scott Christopher Preston, owner of 360 Wellness and Consulting and a former football coach at University City High School, was arrested last year. The first alleged incident happened in August of 2023, but the woman did not want to press charges at the time. Authorities later learned of 2 more alleged incidents before his arrest. They believe there could be more victims. Some women testified during today's preliminary hearing to determine if there's enough evidence for trial. He has pleaded not guilty. A violent outburst at a Santee salon ends with felony charges, but the suspect has to wait another day to face a judge. This rampage was caught on cell phone video inside the Great Clips on Mission Gorge. Deputies say 27-year-old August Marriott unleashed a hateful tirade on staff and customers, even hurling products at them. CBS 8's Abby Black is live in Santee with more on what the stylist who recorded the video is saying and what's next. Abby.
Carlo, August Marriott's arraignment's been postponed due to medical reasons. He faces felony charges of assault with a deadly weapon and vandalizing this Great Clips here in Santee. Now, what started as a routine closing time turned into moments of terror for customers and staff. We should warn you, the video you are about to see may be disturbing.
At the Great Clips in Santee.
This is the explosive, frightening scene caught on camera at the Great Clips in Santee last Wednesday.
I'll wait for you all.
Stylist Jessica Shermer says that it started when the suspect, now identified as 27-year-old August Mary, was told the salon was closing and it was past the deadline to book a haircut for the day.
I need to leave.
Don't call me sweetie.
Okay.
Shermer says that after he cussed at her, she grabbed her phone and dialed 911.
I'm just not going to put up with that type of behavior in my, I felt like I needed to protect my coworker and protect my clients.
Dude, are you really that?
As Marriott allegedly unleashed a tirade of hate speech, bottles and products went flying. When a customer engaged, he allegedly hurled a bottle at her, leaving the customer with arm injuries.
And I just tried to stay calm and answer the questions while getting it on video because I didn't know if he had like a knife or, I wanted to have at least evidence if something went wrong.
Marriott took off, but not before Shermer got a good look at his car.
We're just trying to provide services here. We're not here to argue with people, you know what I mean?
The video went viral, helping deputies track down Marriott, who was already on parole for making criminal threats in a 2022 hate crime case in San Diego County. But through all this chaos, Shermer sees something deeper.
I do have a soft spot in my heart for him because no one should walk around with that much anger at them. I kind of feel bad for him. I hope that he can move forward.
Shermer says despite some negativity, the overwhelming support from the community has been inspiring.
You start to see that there's actually more good than bad. Sometimes that bad really outshines because it's so loud and aggressive and it's yeah. But at the end of the day, there's so many good people that all we all just want to take care of each other.
Now, court records also show that Marriott was charged with assault with a deadly weapon out of Sacramento County in 2021. It also shows that he uses multiple aliases that name is Juan Martinez as well as Cooper Hill. Now, his arraignment's been postponed till tomorrow. I do plan to attend, and I'll keep you updated on any new developments. Reporting live in Santee, Abby Black, CBS 8.
Thank you, Abby. Testimony began today in the 2017 Parkour gym collapse trial. This is the second civil trial related to this case in 3 years. And this time, the sole defendant is MTS, the owner of that property. CBS 8's Kelly Hessedal was in the courtroom and has compelling testimony from one of the plaintiffs.
Two other companies, San Diego Sports Entertainment and Vault PK, were found negligent during the first trial. Now a jury must decide, does MTS also share some of the blame? Now, the most compelling witness we heard from today was a 16-year-old girl who was just 9 when this platform collapsed. We got permission to show her face.
I knew I had to get out of harm's way, and so I ran forward.
Allison Doyle-Ubel walked the jury through what she says happened at Vault PK back in November of 2017. She testified she was 9 when she went there with a group of people, including her mom, her sister, who was 13, and her brother, who was 11 years old. She pointed out for the jury her mom was seated against the wall on the platform as they waited to eat pizza.
I think the fear stuck in my mind. Even at 9, I had an awareness of, a general awareness of maybe this isn't safe.
Surveillance video of the actual collapse was played in court. Doyle-Ubel says she was the little girl dressed in a green tank top and sparkly leggings. She says she and her sister were looking for their mom, who hadn't emerged from the rubble.
My sister was extremely panicked. She kept repeating, "Where's mom? Our mom is not okay. She's not getting up."
She says her sister was hysterical and in shock. They found their brother, who was also panicked. The teenager told the jury the collapse continues to affect her.
I think witnessing and being involved in a traumatic event so young gave me a lot of mistrust in the world in general, and quite a lot of fear. It was like a bad wake-up call in that I kind of had to grow up.
And MTS says the blame does not lie with us. It lies with the two companies that were already found negligent during the first trial. MTS says under the lease agreement it had with San Diego Sports Entertainment Center, it wasn't allowed to sublease its space in the first place. Kelly Hessedal, CBS 8.